We are live on YouTube. Live at the pond. Let's see if we can get something going here. It's beautiful this morning. It's about 38 degrees. Sun's out, no wind. I have an A-rig, of course, my beta choice here, a jerk bait, and a little crappie jig, but it's a little underspin. Haven't used it yet. Don't know if anything will bite it, but let's try it out. We're gonna start with the jerk bait here. This is, I can cast this thing a mile. That's practically almost to the middle of the pond. Let's see if we can get anything to bite. I'm just gonna give it 1 or 2 pops every 3 or 4 seconds. I don't know if these fish are active today. Oh, camera's backwards. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention to that. So, anyway, I have 3 rods with me. Right now I'm using a jerk bait. I also have an A-rig, or umbrella rig as you'd call it, and a little crappie jig, but it's an underspin. It's a jig head with a little blade on the bottom of it. And right now I'm using the jerk bait. I'm going to give it 1 to 3 pops every 4 to 5 seconds. I don't know if any of these fish are active. We'll find out. All right, I'm gonna give some casts with the Alabama. Hey, what's up, Clasher? Play with Kevin on Xbox? That's cool. So you subscribed to my channel, huh? That's awesome. Thank you, I appreciate that. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm using a rig here. It looks like a chandelier, but it's a bunch of swim baits made to look like a school of bait fish. A lot of bait fish in this pond, so hopefully it can entice a bass to bite it. All right, I'm gonna move a little bit. Keep moving, running and gunning type of fishing. Cover this whole pond. I feel like my bait's all screwed up here. It is. Got all wrapped up. There we go. Just gonna cover a lot of water. And keep chucking and winding, chucking and winding. I'm gonna let that sink all the way down before I start to reel it. Maybe they're closer to the bottom. It's about 8 or 9 feet right there. All right. Put that down for a minute. Throw the jerk bait. Oh. Okay. All right. What is happening here? A wind knot in the reel. That's cool. Love it. All right. Now you gonna cast? Thank you. Just giving it 1 to 3 pops every 3 to 5 seconds. Because these fish, they're kind of lethargic right now because it's so cold. And it's a suspending bait, so it just, you move it and it goes erratic, and then it sits there, and those bass will come up and look at it and not attack, and then when you give it another pop, that's when their instincts kicked in, and it's called a reaction strike. It gets them to hit it even when they're not hungry. Throw this all the way out to the middle. What is going on right now? Why won't this cast? I'm having troubles right now. Why won't you cast? What's going on with you? There we go. It's weird. I was able to cast that way out to the middle of the pond. Probably like 150 feet out there. How long have I been fishing for? Like today or altogether? I've been fishing since I was 2. Kevin started fishing when he was 2. He comes with me every once in a while, but and he asking me where do I buy the A-rigs or umbrella rigs. I got this one on Amazon for $10. It's called a Yumbrella Flash Mob Junior. It doesn't come with all the swim baits or jig heads or anything. You have to buy them separately. Any swim bait you decide to put on there will work. Doesn't necessarily. I'm using Kitex right now. It doesn't necessarily have to be an expensive bait. But yeah, you can buy, I think you can buy umbrella rigs at Dick's Sporting Goods. I've seen them at Bass Pro Shops. But I just get a lot of my stuff off Amazon. It just seems to be a lot cheaper, if I'm being honest. All right, I'm gonna move over to the dam now. To the dam we go. All right, I really want to try this underspin I got. See if there's any crappie around here by this dam. Let's see how this thing swims real quick. Ooh, looks nice, looks nice. Hopefully I'll get a snag first cast. Well, I kissed that thing all the way out there. Right now I'm using a little crappy jig, but it's got an underspin on it, a little blade underneath the jig head. Just something smaller presentation. Seeing if a bass will hit, or a crappie maybe a big bluegill. Here it is right here. You can see it. But it's a little crappy jig with a little blade underneath. You know what? I'm actually going to jig this back and see what happens. Whip it out there as far as I can. Let it sink. And I'm just going to jig it back. see what happens. Oh, I just had a bite. I just had a bite jigging it. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Ah, dang it. All right, I'm going to do that again. That was 100% a bite. Get it way out there again. Hey, what's up, Duck? Right now I'm jigging an underspin crappie jig all the way out there in the deep water. I've had one bite, I missed it, but seems to be the only thing that's worked so far. What's up, Alex? Merry Christmas, everyone. No fish yet. I've got one bite. And here's what I'm using, this little dinky thing right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little crappy jig, little like 2-inch minnow thing with a little blade on the bottom. I'm just casting it way out there, and then I'm slowly just lifting it off the bottom. It's about 9-10 feet out there. So I'm just letting it sink, and then I'm just lifting it slowly, letting it sink back down. Got one hit. I only started doing it about 5 minutes ago. So that's a good sign. I'm gonna throw the umbrella rig. This away for a couple minutes. Here is the umbrella rig. It's pretty much a chandelier of schooling bait fish. That's what it's supposed to resemble when it's out there. Looks like a school of bait fish. So we'll launch this out in the deep water. And just slowly reel that back. Oh, I think I cast it near a snag. I do not want to get snagged. So I'll get it away from there. I don't know if you can see it in the water. That's what it looks like. Way out there. I'm gonna let that sink all the way to the bottom. And just slowly reel it back off the bottom. Let me loosen the tension knob a bit. Get the cast a little farther. Yep, there we go. There we go. Now I whipped it way out there. Let that sink about 10 feet. Then just slowly reel it back. Hopefully there's a big mama sitting out there on the bottom looking for an easy meal to swim past. Backlash. Love it. This isn't like second bass fishing. They don't eat every cast. Enjoy your fishing. Large area. Oh, man. Oh, something just jumped right here in front of me. Come on. Is that a school? You eating bait fish out there? Come on. Eat this A-rig. You know, I'm thinking about just jigging the A-rig back, just lifting it off the bottom, letting it sink back down, lifting it, let it sink, just see if it gets a bite. Lifting it about 2 feet off, letting it sink back down. Large area. No takers yet. What the hell just happened with this reel? Nothing, right? Okay, that's good. Nice. We're back. Let's do it live. F it. We'll do it live. Yeah, I was just gonna come here and try and record a video, but I just had a feeling I probably wasn't gonna catch anything, so I figured, I was like, let me go live so the people watching can join in the misery of not catching any fish. All right. I'm gonna throw this jerk bait here as soon as I can get it off the line. Here we go. Jerk bait. This is a, you can see through it. This will give off a good flash in the sunlight in this clear water. I'm gonna pop it every 3 to 4 seconds. Just give it like a 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll start over. That'll be my cadence. 1, wait a couple seconds. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Usually when you use a certain cadence with a jerkbait, it's not when you're getting bit, it's when you're doing something crazy and you're just like messing around, like, ooh, let me just pop my rod in all different places. Ooh, and then reel in the slack and you got a friggin' fish on. You just go crazy with it. But this thing, you can cast this friggin' thing a mile. Doesn't weigh much. It's just how slender it is. It catches the wind and it just goes way out there. You cast like 150 feet. That thing is gone right to the middle of the pond. I think I'm gonna head over to that side of the pond. It's a lot shallower over there. It's about 4 to 5 feet on that side of the pond, and over here in front of the dam, going all the way to the left, it's like 10 to 12 feet. It's crazy the depth difference in this pond. And it's shallow and grassy over there, so it's like 4 to 5 feet with like a foot of grass coming off the bottom. I should just fish over there all the time. I don't know why I even bother over here. It's so deep that sometimes the fish just don't want to move up to bite something. Let me give that crappie jig one more cast, jig it on the bottom, or yo-yo it, and then I'll move over to the shallow water. I'm just gonna whip this out there as far as I can. That's way out there. Let that sink all the way down, and then just yo-yo it back. Pull it up, let it drop. Yo-yoing. Gave me a bite earlier, so hopefully might work again. Got 3 people watching. Who are you? Make yourselves known. I know there's one Alex. Who are the other 2, huh? Come on, stop keeping it a secret. Let me know in the chat. Who are you? What is this thing doing? It's just like open my internet browser. I'm like, I'm fishing here, man. I'm not even touching anything. Just opening my browser. How's the clarity, Alex? Does it look clear? Because I mean, on my end it looks good, but I don't know over the interwebs. I don't know how it looks. All right, one more cast and then I'm going to the shallows. Way out there. All right, let's move over to the shallower water. Walk with me, will you? I've been live for 50 minutes, huh? Okay. So, how I notice, starting at like this weed bed right here, going out, it drops to about 4 to 5 feet all the way on this right side. Everything to the left of this is about 10 to 12 feet. So, and it's a really grassy bottom. But grass is good. It's what filters out this pond, keeps the pond clear. Let's throw the A-rig out here. See if anything will bite. in the fall and springtime. Old cove is there's a bunch of bass in here, and they're always eating bait fish, little gizzard shad. They school them. They push them into this cove, into the shallows, and then they explode on them. And it's so hard to catch them because there's such an overabundant amount of bait that, why would they hit this when they can have the real thing? It's just, this pond is very tricky just because there's so much bait in here. Don't get me wrong, I catch at least one like every time I come here, but that's not a very good average for the amount of fish that are in here. There's so many bass in here. There's nice ones too. And I only catch one every time I come here. It's a good pond, don't get me wrong, but there's just so much stuff for the bass to feed on. Plus, it's literally around the corner from my house. Like, I leave the parking lot and I go around the corner and there's the animal shelter behind here, and then there's my house. So it's very convenient to come here and fish. Damn waterfowl. My worst enemy right there. Geese. The worst. Damn geese. Yourself. Tell someone who cares. Damn geese. The bane of my existence. Freaking geese. Oh, nothing yet. Just gonna keep chucking and winding, chucking and winding. Let's move a little more. Stop here for a minute. Spread them out. I'll get one eventually, hopefully. Definitely. Gotta have confidence while fishing. Gotta have confidence. I'm definitely gonna catch one over here before I leave. All right. So the jerk bait. And of course, jerk bait hooks catch everything except the fish. Get every part of this line here. Go. Put that out there. And jerk it. Ooh, sun glare is probably really bad right there. Sorry, I'm not talking very much. I'm kind of really focused on trying to get my cadence down to try and get a bite. Love to get like some type of underwater camera where I could just see if any fish are just like following my lures as I'm bringing them back and just not committing to biting them. You know what I mean? Like that type of information would be awesome. Like who knows, there could be a bass just like staring at my lure right now and then just be like, nah, I'm not that hungry, and then just turning around and leaving. You never know. Maybe I'm moving it too slow. Maybe I should start working it faster and more aggressive. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm getting bored. Start working it more aggressive. I knew that was a clamshell, huh? Okay. In the pond? Or mussels, whatever they are. There's mussels in here? Alright. Oh, I just caught a mussel. That's a first for me. Never caught a mussel on a jerkbait. It was an empty one, a dead one. So maybe these bass are eating mussels too. There's catfish in here. The catfish are probably eating them. Oh God, don't hook me. Don't hook me. Oh. Rod turned sideways, huh? There we go. Oh, there's one. Got one. There we go. Finally. Finally. The faster cadence worked. Working it faster worked. There we go. Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody. They do exist. They exist. They do. All right. Gotta get this bad boy off. Relax, buddy. All right, so let's examine him real quick. If you see here on his lip, see how it's all red right there? And his crunchers on the inside, back of his throat, that's all red. That means this guy is actively feeding. So, you got a nice belly on him. This is a very small bass, but he's probably about 1.5 pounds. All right, he's going back. So, he was actively feeding. That's a good sign. Maybe we can get another one before we go. All right, buddy. See ya. Yeah. Did finally get one. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so working it aggressive seems to be the way to go. Throw that out there again. I was not taking my time with it. I was going like 1, 2, 3, and that's how I worked it all the way back. He hit that probably like 20 feet in front of me. All right, that woke me up. That woke me up. But red lips is a good sign. That means they are actively feeding on bait fish, which is why they non-stop feed here, because there's so much bait fish. They're just constantly gorging themselves. That one I just happened to trick. Just happened to trick that one. See if we can trick another one. Throw that way out there again. I think my jerk bait's hooked weird. Yeah, it is wrapped around the line. That's why it wasn't working right. I'm just going to work it aggressive. Seems to be the way to go. Down. Let's go down here where it's even shallower. I'm going to make a couple casts off of this little dock here, and then I'm probably going to end the stream. I did catch one. That's good. My average every time I come out here is one fish for every, just one fish for every couple hours. Alright. Let's see if there's any more willing to bite. Come on. Know you're out here. Bite my bait. All right, one more cast, and then I'm going to end the stream. All right, folks, I'm going to call it there. This has been a special Christmas Eve live show with Fishing with Fish Call. Thank you for watching. Peace out.